Kardec Radio presents its first Spiritist novel. And life goes on. By the Spirit, Andre Luiz. Psychographed by Francisco Candido Xavier. Adapted by Sonia Sorbillo. English version by Vanessa Anceloni. Elisa is dead. Caio runs to call a doctor, while Selena shakes her mother. Didi stays with Elisa. He has bulging eyes. Ernesto is deeply moved and feels compassion. A spirit doctor comes in.
Brothers and sisters on the earth, among all human experiences, let us learn to tolerate and forgive. Do goodness in return of evil, calumny, and the injustices against you. All of you who suffer in the flesh the destruction of all of your dreams. Single moms who courageously fought to prevent abortion, even though they were set aside and felt in prostitution. Children who were abused by the brutality of their parents. Parents who suffer from their children's ungratefulness. Married people who suffered incomprehension and cruelty in their homes. All individuals who feel hurt and persecuted in all corners of the world, forgive. Forgive everyone who made you cry. Remember the one who said, "Love your enemies," and pray for those who persecute and badmouth you. Remember, the eternal laws of life and death are the same for everyone. It's important to understand, to absolve. It's in forgiving that we're forgiven. It's only through the blessings of peace and love into the clear conscience that you will reach the so-called liberation. Be aware that life goes on.
At Elisa's funeral, we find Caio, Selena, and Didi. Dr. Claudio, Instructor Rebus, and Ernesto are also there to help. Didi, the attached spirit, is still attached to Elisa.
As I've told you, Rebus, Didi is so attached to Elisa that we were unable to detach her from her physical body. Didi, powerful obsessor, blocks her liberation. Observe his focus. He is donating so much energy to Elisa that no one can cut the silver cord. She is dead, but continues to be connected to physical body.
What a difficult situation. We need to talk to him before we take a drastic measure.
Should I wait outside?
No, Ernesto. Let's do it together. It's time to use all of our power of love and persuasion.
What do you want? You won't take me away from her. She's my woman. I have experience. I know what I have to do. No one will take me away from this room.
My brother, come with us. Let Elisa free to be treated.
Never. No one will block me from this.
I believe there is someone who can.
Oh really? Who?
God.
That's a good one. How will he do that? Will he come here in person?
Maybe he doesn't need to come in person.
His messenger must be very powerful.
Didi, I want to ask you one last time. Please free Elisa. We all know your union with her will be legitimated, but now we need to fulfill this moment of transition.
I don't trust you. Who assures me that I will meet her again?
Love. Love is your warranty. You love each other and will naturally gravitate to one another.
Don't be silly. I won't fall in this trap.
It's hot here, isn't it?
No, it's okay for me.
I believe it's time to go. This is our last card.
Let us pray and concentrate. She will need a lot of energy.
Caio, I am saying it's hot in here.
I think your blood pressure is high because you've been through a lot of tension.
In order not to call Didi's attention, Dr. Rebus, Ernesto, and Evelina join together in prayer. Didi feels the effect and is unsettled. As Didi sees his daughter Evelina, he freezes in awe.
Evelina.
Dad!
It's you, my daughter. God has sent you to see me.
Yes, Dad.
How wonderful, my child. What do you want from me?
In fact, Dad, I have come to invite you to come with me.
I can't. I'm a sinner. Please forget about me.
Do you believe I can forget you? Never. Oh, Dad, I have gone through childhood and youth in love with your pictures. I got married once on earth praying for your blessings. And when the divine design got me out of my body, I dreamed of meeting you in this plane. And that's exactly what is happening now.
See, my daughter, what the criminals have done to destroy us?
Do not judge, Dad. Forgive them. You have suffered, and suffering is always taken in consideration by God.
You may have already got acquainted with the fact that I haven't lost my body in an accident.
Yes, Father.
I was murdered by 2 friends, Evelina. How do you want me to forgive?
Both are repentant of it, Dad.
Besides killing me, Amancio got married to your mother. Worse than that, he put you in an intern school to get rid of you.
No, Dad. He had the best intentions. He always protected me. He gave me discipline and was always aware of what I needed. I'd never substituted you for him, but he always did his best to treat me well. And Mom did too.
Don't even mention Brigida, that cheater.
Father, why condemning the one who united us? What could my mother do while she was so young and had a daughter to take care of and no husband? When she accepted to marry Amancio, she didn't know he was marrying your murderer, but your friend, the one you brought home once. And Dad, I also want you to know that Mom always taught me to love and respect you.
But Ernesto Fantini tried to kill me.
Today, he knows his mistakes. He now understands that Elisa and you belong to one another. He has been a great friend and protector of mine here in the spirit plane. Dad, please think that the one who once wanted to kill you now wants to protect you at all costs.
You have learned the vision of the angels. I can only see bastards around me. For example, see Caio Serpa. How can I leave Elisa with this monster?
Dad, please listen to me. Elisa is there, dead, awaiting you to free her. Let us leave Caio to himself. Life will take care of him. We can't condemn him. We have our own mistakes.
Poor me, I'm not able to forgive.
With Jeet love, Evelina places her hands on her father's head and prays. Then she opens her arms to him, saying,
Dad, come. It's time to rest.
Didi screams and immediately leaves the Elisa's hands. Slowly he begins to cry and extends his hands to his daughter. Their hands reach one another. Evelina smiles, Didi cries. Finally, Didi surrenders to true love. Claudio, Ribas, and Ernesto are accompanying both Elisa and Didi to their rehabilitation in the spiritual hospital, while Caio and Selena take a new step in their lives.
Now it's cooler.
But it wasn't hot.
My daughter, it's time for you two to settle your lives.
Caio,
Yes?
I don't know if this is the right moment, but
Say it.
now Mom has left. I'm thinking, what will be of me, of us?
Selena.
Caio, what have you been doing of your life?
Caio is unaware of Evelina's positive influence, but he feels it somewhat.
Caio, it's time for you to marry Selena. This woman has given all her life to you without restriction. I know you hesitate because of her past, but who are you to judge? Who are you? You owe much to judge and condemn an inexperienced young woman. You have been very careless, Caio. Isn't it time to compensate some of your own adventurous choices? You're not that young anymore, and this woman is your best option this far. She is loyal, faithful, hardworking, and loves you deeply. What else do you want?
Is everything okay, Caio?
Now it's hot here, isn't it?
No, I think it's somewhat chilly.
Caio, think. She's trusted you and gave you all her mother's and her assets. You have enough to build a family with great comfort.
Wow, it's really hot here.
Selena is young. Have you realized she can give you as many children as you want? Besides, Caio, remember that you've taken a man's life, Tullio Mancini's life. Isn't it time to repair it by giving life to the ones who need a new reincarnation? A home, Caio. A home where you can rest, forget, and raise children.
What happened?
Don't cry anymore, my love. Don't even worry about your future. It's time for us to get married. Tomorrow, after the burial, we will begin processing our paperwork.
Oh, Caio, that's great.
God bless you, my children.
Back in the spiritual hospital, Evelina and Ernesto debrief with the spirit doctors and instructors.
Didi, Elisa, Amancio, Brigida, Caio, Selena, Tullio, and you form a group of compromised hearts to one another for many centuries in regard to the laws of God. All of you have been tied to your trials. Other members of the group will come at the right time. We are thousands of individuals in the same conditions, working hard for our redemption.
On Earth, we have no idea of the many obligations that await us in the afterlife.
True. Here in the physical world, we idealize the continuation of life. In the spirit realm, however, we idealize amendments, readjustments, betterment in life itself, in the physical plane. We will be reborn as many times as needed to learn, to progress according to the laws of the universe.
Does it mean that Evelina and I will be reborn among these spirits whom we have just helped?
Instructor Ribas, Ernesto and I have been thinking.
I know what you want to say. You have been thinking of getting married in the next reincarnation.
Is there any problem?
Of course not. Both Caio and Elisa released you from any commitment. Look, Amancio killed Didi, separating your parents, Evelina, and he got married with your mother, Brigida. You have already provided the incarnation of Didi as the son of the sick Colonids, and later he will be adopted by Amancio and Brigida. Good job! Caio killed Tullio and caused so much anguish on you before you discarnated, Evelina. You provided that Tullio reincarnate as Caio and Selena's child, Ernesto. Now we continue it as we provide Elisa Fantini, Ernesto's former wife, a new reincarnation as Caio and Selena's daughter.
Thus, all assets illegally acquired by Caio will be Elisa and Tullio's one day.
Perfect. And to make sure Didi and Elisa meet, we will induce him to come study in Sao Paulo. They will gravitate to one another, recognizing each other unconsciously.
Really?
And they will get married.
The circle is closed.
No, not yet.
What is missing?
You.
Of course, us.
And?
I have already received green light from our superiors. Soon, you will be able to reincarnate and get married in the material plane. We believe you will walk together for a lot of time. Remember, happiness is a progressive work of time, and marriage needs to happen every day in the intimacy of your home, where our imperfections will fade and we tolerate one another. So our souls will find the perfect fusion before the divine love.
Dear listener, we hope you have enjoyed and learned much from And Life Goes On. We would highly recommend that you read the book from which the story was adapted. Andre Luiz's books are an exceptional opportunity to enrich our lives in the direction of eternal life. And Life Goes On. By the Spirit, Andre Luiz. Psychographed by Francisco Candido Xavier. Adapted by Sonia Sorbillo. English version by Vanessa Anceloni.